Don't make the big mistake that I made. Let's talk about it. Let's jump right into it. No fluff. Want to discuss something that is pretty hot right now online in discussion with our modeling, and that comes to paint. There's a million and one ways to paint your model. Hear a lot of no-nos with stuff like Krylon, Rust-Oleum, Duplicolor. You hear some people only say, hey, only use airbrush, Tamiya paints. I mean, there's just um, a big fight out there about what you should use and what you shouldn't. Now, I have to admit, I've seen some high quality paint from airbrushing that is just phenomenal, and that's what we should strive for and what we should try to do. But I'll be honest with you, I do a lot of airbrushing, but I don't think I airbrush maybe but one of my models with the airbrush system. I usually use spray can. But if you've seen my last video, and I'll attach it up here, um, my first model, or my first video, I should say, I was discussing the benefits of AI and using Chat GPT to come out with a design that you have in your head rather than trying to draw it or just wing it. So this picture, matter of fact, I'll pop it up right here. This picture was my latest build that I'm working on now, the 64 Belvedere, and I really wanted a copper color wheel, and I could not find a really good copper color that matched that AI photo. So that can be one of the dangers of using Chat GPT, because you're trying to match exactly what that picture is. Um, but the mistake I made was I searched long and hard for this copper color and could not find it. So I found a video. I'll try to link it in the description if I can find it again. But I found a video where a guy was doing a test on Duplicolor, the metal cast Duplicolors. And what that basically is, it's a two-part system. It's a base with almost like a candy finish. It's a real thin um, spray paint that goes over the silver base or black base, depending on what color you're using. But I saw this video and he broke it down so well and showed every color, and lo and behold, he came to this copper color. Now it's called copper orange. It's right here, actually. It's called copper, yeah, orange copper anodized. Pretty color. This was the color that I was actually going for, um, and it looked great on film. Now, this is where the mistake happens. One, it's expensive. It's $22, $23 a can, and you can't buy just one. You have to buy the base as well. So you're talking about $45 with tax and everything for all of this. Now, we'll discuss this later because this is still good. I just don't know about this, and we're going to discuss that real quick. So the issue that I had is I wanted my wheels to look like that copper color, and this is how they turned out. Hope you can see that. It's very sporadic, not consistent, does not look like copper to me. If anything, it looks more orange, and it did not lay down the way or at least the way that I thought it was going to lay down. It did not lay down on the 3D plastic, the 3D resin, I should say, the way I was hoping it would. So it really made me upset. Not only did I do the wheels, I wanted the transmission and block to be the same color. Now, this is not so bad, and I'm going to pop up a video right now what it looks like in the sun. That's a beautiful color in the sun, and when I painted it out there, it looked great, and I was like, yes, this is it. When I got it inside, and I don't know if you can see in here, I hope I have the lights good enough, but it's inconsistent. It's almost like a and I laid this down thin. This I didn't lay this heavy, even though it's a spray can. I did multiple coats and very light coats, um, but it's very like orange here, gold there, brass here. It's all over the place. So, needless to say, I was upset about it, and I decided to completely abandon the whole copper theme, and I redid the photo. The one I just showed you actually has gold wheels. I think I deleted, and I might be able to bring it back up. Hopefully, the one I show is the one with the copper wheels, the first picture. I redid it to do this color theme. So that is a gold, more of a gold brass color. And that's a spray as well, and that's through Tamiya. It's probably, yeah, it's right here. It's Tamiya color TS21. So that's the color I used for the wheels now. And they turned out like this, which I am happy with. So last video, I actually popped up a picture of my car being lowered with these wheels on it. So if you want to see a good picture of that, um, needless to say, it still works. So my color theme is the Nardo Gray, which is a new color that you see that a lot on newer cars like Audis, BMWs, where it's that gray with no metallic in it and clear coat. So it looks flat or it looks like a primer, but it's got a gloss, and it's a gorgeous color, especially when you mix it with something like gloss blacks or flat blacks or even carbon fiber. So that was the theme I was going for, but I really wanted that copper engine bay touches, copper wheels with the Nardo gray and the gloss black. So that's what I'm going for. I'm still going to stick with the theme, except we're going gold now. And unfortunately, I'm not about to change the engine out. I'm just going to wing it and hope some of those little gold tones come off of the engine. Um, and you can see some of the gold tones kind of work with that, and I've even used some brass fuel lines to hopefully bring out that goldish tone as much as I can. Now, the reason why I'm warning you about this is that it's not just the inconsistency of the color. um, it is thin. It is very thin, so you have to be extremely careful when you paint it. It is a pretty color. um, I think in a large area it would be better, such as painting the whole car. Now, I will say this base coat, it's a metallic base coat for the metal cast, but I'm actually using this by itself because it looks phenomenal. Let me find this is my fuel cell. This is just fuel cast alone. This gives it a real nice aluminum look, and I wasn't expecting that. And it even has, a hint of flakes in there. And this lays down really well. This laid down way better, of course, because it's a base coat, so it's probably a little thicker. But it laid down so well that I'm going to keep this and use it for other items that I want to look like aluminum. I do have the AK aluminum colors that you put, a black gloss down first, then spray it, with your airbrush with the aluminum, and it gives it a nice look as well. This is just a little bit different look. This looks more, instead of like a polished aluminum, it looks more like an aluminum, if you know what I mean, just a bare aluminum. Um, so that's one good thing out of it, is if you want to just try just this anodized base coat, it still comes in handy. But I would advise, I mean, you can even see here on the picture, and I'm just now realizing that, is it does look very orange. And I was in my head, ready to go, excited, and I should have slowed down. But Anyway, that was my big mistake. It cost me money and time, because here's the other thing. Once you put this on something, it's not coming off. I promise you that, unless you melt it. I can say that with confidence because I tried several things. I tried first purple power, the basic. I think there's another name for it, that's got, it's purple and it's an extremely powerful agent detergent. You're supposed to actually water it down. I use it full strength. Threw them in there, sat in there for 2 days, and not a lick came off of that wheel. So then I said, okay, let me try pure alcohol. Tried that, didn't touch it. Oven cleaner, tried that, did not touch it. Now, each one of these products I left in there for 2 days, 24 hours, did not touch it. Those wheels still look identical to the way they were the day I painted them after all that. And I even scrubbed them with a toothbrush and everything else. I used denatured alcohol. Um, I use mineral spirits. I tried everything. I even mixed, I think, bleach with mineral spirits. I even tried bleach, by the way. That didn't work either. So, just warning you, if you use this color for anything, it's not coming off. So, whatever you paint, you're stuck with it. So, I had to change the wheels because those wheels are DeLorean. I mean, not DeLorean. Pantera wheels, which I was in love with. I got these from Jay's Resin on eBay. They're made for a Pantera, and nice, thick, deep dish for the back and a good size for the front. And I was excited about using them. Now, I am going to still try to repaint these. Uh, I'm hoping it's not going to be too thick because, like I said, this is several coats. This is probably, this is not an exaggeration either because it's so light. It's probably 12 coats on those wheels. Even though it's a thin paint, that builds up to be a lot, and it's probably never going to come off. And I think if I put another layer of a different color on, it's just going to look goopy and thick, and probably just not going to look good. So that's $20 down the drain for those wheels, and then $20, $20+ for the duplicolor. So I'm warning you, wanted to give you a heads up, let my mistake help you, and that's what we're all about in this community. Speaking of community, we have such an amazing community. First of all the comments and everything on these videos, I absolutely love them. I appreciate it. Keep them coming. But I have to tell you something that's amazing. I posted on Lucas C's channel on Facebook that I had a clearance issue with the 64 Belvedere I'm working on because the engine I'm using is a 3D print. I thought about maybe chopping the oil pan so it sat a little bit lower, but I did not want to mess with the bottom of it. I was just, I mean, it was just barely sticking up over where the hood would lie. And one of the nicest guys on there said, hey man, I got a hood for that vehicle that will fit. He said, matter of fact, I have 3 different ones. They're all cows, so they're going to sit up a little bit higher, some higher than the others. He said, I'm going to send them to you. And I said, well, let me pay you something. At least let me pay for shipping or something. He said, no, man, here it is. He'd already had it addressed to me and everything ready to send out. So I should be getting them any day. And once I receive it, I'm going to go over that package and show you what he sent me and give him a big shout out because this community is amazing. We all got to stick together, which leads me to another thing that's starting to worry me a little bit. This could be a whole video in itself, but this is just going to be real quick. We need to start getting our youth involved more. I think a problem we have in our hobby is 45, 35 years plus is probably what we're seeing in the modeling community. I know there's some younger kids out there doing them, but not enough. I got into it, of course, when I was 12, 13, 14 and did them up until then. And then, of course, life changes and you start thinking about girls and football and everything else, and you stop doing models. But we really need to get them involved more. So I urge you, if you have a son or a daughter, or if you have grandkids, get them involved, take them to the shows, let them see how fun this hobby is, especially now with all the new technology that we have. It's just changing the hobby so fast. I hope that the youth get involved instead of looking at their phones all the time. So Thank you guys. Just wanted to give you that warning about that paint. Stay tuned for the next video. I'm going to do a series called Let's Go Shopping. I'm going to let y'all spend my money. We're going to check out all the hobby stores around town, and within an hour or two drive. We'll check out all the Hobby Lobbies in any mom and pop store that's out there. So stay with me, stay connected, subscribe and like, guys, and until then, keep on rolling.